Right, this pattern here is based on one that my granddaughter actually got me to tie up. She came in one day and with an elastic band, and she just turned around and says, "Granddad, can you tie a fly with this?" So we ended up with this pattern. So I'm using a size 10 buzzer hook barbless. This is one of the hooks that I do in the range of barbless. So all we're going to do, just going to put a foundation of black thread just coming down to there. The important part of this, there we go, 1.5mm white rubber band. We're just going to catch him in just by the point. Once we've got him in, just going to bring the thread down, and as we do that, we're just going to put a bit of pressure onto the elastic band so you don't get a big hump. Come back up the hook. We're just going to make a bit of a thorax just to create a bit of a bulge in the fly. So just wind up and down a few times just to build that up. Once you're happy enough with the amount, that's about it now. What we're going to do, just get the elastic band, put a bit of pressure on him, and we're going to wind him up the hook. Touching turns as we're going along, and you see that's giving a wee segment effect. What you can do, you can leave the body just white, come virtually all the way up there, finished off with a fiery brown dubbin. It's a nice wee maggot pattern. We used it a few times before, but using a different type of latex. Once I've got them in, I'm just going to catch that end, bring the thread back, and now we're going to do the coloration. So what we're doing there with a marker, I'm just using an insect green, and I'm just running it over the top and just coming over the sides like such. Don't want to do the underneath, I want to leave that there, the pale colour. Once it's done, I'm just going to use orange, and we're going to run that over a few times. Put a good layer of the orange on the top. Once we've done that, the old resin, what we're going to do to get a spot of resin, put him on there like that, put it underneath, and that will actually start to go down each side. And what we do then is just run the needle on the six sides, and that will actually start to get that coloration just to run into the elastic there, and you can see that it's just giving that wee patination effect. Once we've got him done, get the laser pen, just going to give him a zap. Make sure he's all dried, like such. Once he's done, we're going to start to put the wing casing and the legs, and I'm using a fiery brown cock pheasant. So the cock pheasant, you want to come in back about twice the length of the hook, pinch and loop, catch him in, and just going to bed him in there. Trim off the front bed, bed that in. Next thing we're going to do is put the thorax. I'm just using a fiery brown Charlie here with a bit of glister mixed into it. So what we're going to do, just catch him in, and coming down, just teasing that out. A wee bit more. Like such. Once we've got to there, I'm going to put the legs in, and what I'm using here is a fiery brown CDC. So what we're going to do, catch him in by the tip, pull the tip back, then we're just going to wind him in. A couple of turns is more than enough there, just to give a bit of movement such. Trim off. Hold the CDC back and we're just going to bed that in. Like such. Once he's done, bring over the cock pheasant. Holding him, we're going to just catch him in, and then what we're going to do is get 2 fibres, 1 fibre each side. Like such, right there, another one on the other side. Just bed that in. Once he's done, trim off the waist. Bed everything in. We'll finish. Right, once we've done that there, I'm going to finish the fly off. A bit more resin. Just put a wee dub on. And what we're going to do, just going to put them on the top of that wing casing. Go backwards onto the body and come forward again onto the whipping. And what we're going to do, just going to run that round like such. Give them a zap. Just going to taste more varnish, or I should say resin. Get them on and just do it again, just on the wing casing this time. Give it another zap. And there we go, that's him finished. Nice weave movement with a CDC. So there you go, that's Faith's caddis. Hope you enjoyed it, and as we say over in Ireland, happy wrappings.